recognize the importance of the pro-life movement and respect for life and Christian service. And we really wanted our kids to be part of this and to be able to see how many other Catholic young people have the same values and beliefs.
I think so often in the broad culture, the message is very much just sort of pro-choice, that elite group that's dominant in the media and in entertainment and so on, can sometimes seem like it's the norm. And yet, the majority of folks are in fact pro-life. And these events give folks that sense that they're not by themselves, they're part of a large and growing movement, and particularly the young generation is more and more pro-life.
Today we are so pleased to have 5,300 students from all around the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, from our wonderful Catholic high schools and our Catholic middle schools. And we are thrilled that they're here today. We are going to give them all the tools that they need to become leaders in building a culture of life in our community.
The parents who have organized this event, and this is the third year in a row where they put on a major event like this, a few years ago at the Rose Bowl, last year at Dodger Stadium, and this year in Carson, they've done a tremendous amount of good work in organizing this and raising money to help support all of the things that have to happen today.
It was important for us to bring them because we reinforced their curriculum and everything that we taught them in our classes last week for Respect Life Week. We wanted to reinforce that message from the womb to the tomb, as our famous slogan goes, but that they recognize that every human life is valued in the eyes of God, and that their own human life is valued in the eyes of God, and that we can't do anything without His graces or blessings.
We love Jesus! We love Jesus!
I was very empty, and something was missing in my life. I didn't know what it was. I was lost, I was not happy, I didn't have peace, and I wanted to change my life, but I didn't know how. And it wasn't until I hired this wonderful, wonderful English teacher who not only taught me English to change my life. She happens to be a very devout Catholic, so she started asking me questions like, for example, what is the purpose of life, Eduardo? How are you using your talents? Good. So beautiful day. And till today, I believe this is what I've been told, that more than 1,000 babies have been saved by the grace of God in this movie called Bella. These are the babies that we know of. Only God knows how many more. I hope thousands and thousands more. But even if it would have been only one, it would have been all worth it, because life is not an accident. Life is sacred. And it's a gift from God. Please pray for me so I can be faithful to God every day for the rest of my life, and especially to understand what Mother Teresa said. We are not called to be successful, we are called to be faithful to God. That is our success.
It's sad, but a lot of times we actually abort ourselves. Yeah, a lot of the times we actually abort ourselves. We abort our dreams and the things that God has placed on the inside of us because we feel unqualified or out of fear.
We live in a society that tells us that our views are outdated. We live in a society that tells us our views are radical. Okay, we live in a society where our mainstream media says that there are 50,000 people at the March for Life instead of 500,000. The only way that is going to change is if we stand up and do something about it.
They kind of emphasized on how we should help other people in need, like those who are hungry, those who are homeless, those who are disabled, and the elderly, and how we shouldn't just ignore them and push them aside and let society tell us what people should be like.
Okay, so today, coming here, I learned that it's morally wrong to abort somebody, your child, even if it's an accident, when you don't know what they might become, what they're going to turn into. And I learned that I am pro-life. I'm going to definitely spread my beliefs out in the community, and I'm we're just going to try to promote pro-life.
Anytime you get young people together, deep within us, we're all for life. We're living, so we have to be for life. It's written inside our hearts, you know. So it's so good for the youth to be together, see other youth, see other, you know, people, well-known celebrities too. That we're about life, and we're about it from the beginning to the end, and we're going to rise up and have a culture. And you are going to be part. You are that culture. I mean, if